Now, Richo, when I was a little whippersnapper, there wasn't all this vegetarian kind of...
You are still a whippersnapper.
I know,
Yep.
I know. But there was never all this choice that there is of vegetarian. We're very lucky right now. So my mum had to kind of start thinking. We had one vegetarian restaurant that we used to go travelling to and get inspired, and then Mum would come home and try and reenact it. And
Nice.
this is one of the dishes that I absolutely loved when she made. It also is really great for dinner parties and things like that. It gives me a little smile when I serve it, you know, now that I'm an adult, or a larger whippersnapper.
Okay. This is great, and you can use any sort of vegetable. You've roasted
Any
these?
sort of vegetable.
Yep.
So normally you'd have a squash when you're in the UK. So I've got a bit of pumpkin here, bit of
Nice.
capsicum, just for nice flavour. So they can go in there. But again, you can clear out your pantry. I just cooked for 20 to 25 minutes, just roasted them down. They don't
Nice.
take very long at all.
There we go, I'll take that
Into
for you.
the bowl there. This is so easy. So suddenly you've decided you wanted a party and you want to entertain and you want to give people some lovely food, then this is the one for it. Now, I have some smoked cheese, which is the main event, the hero, because it gives that lovely flavour. And when you get that crunch of the phyllo and then the smokedness comes through, it's memorable, I tell you. So I have some lovely pine nuts here, which add a nice texture and also make it a bit more filling.
Here's a
That
pro
one.
tip. You make sure you take the wax off the outside
We
of the
don't want
cheese.
the wax.
There
That's
we
to
go.
keep all of the bacteria and everything away. And then, yeah, the smoking as well, the curing, also helps with that. Now, I'm going to add some thyme. Now, I have experimented with so many herbs with this dish, and thyme is the one that we definitely want in there.
You could use rosemary as well, couldn't you?
You could use rosemary
I
as
like
well,
rosemary,
but
yeah.
thyme is the one. Thyme is all we have.
At 3:15.
So we're just going to add that one. Now, of course, we need to season it. Just going to use salt and pepper. This is so simple. Keep it simple sometimes. Nice
Nice, yes.
splush of salt, as you would
I
say.
like that.
And a generous amount of black pepper in there. Now, if you just want to add that smoked cheese
Great flavour.
to that dish there,
Beautiful.
wonderful. Now, have a spoon, and I just want you to mix that one up. Now, we're going to use some phyllo. Now, I think everybody should have this in their fridge because they can make so many different things. It's really, really versatile. A little like puff pastry, but it's just the single layer, whereas puff pastry's got the butter in between and lots of different layers. So phyllo is great, very versatile indeed.
Not so puffy, is it?
Not so puffy. So this is normally in the fridge, but you want to take it out and bring it up to room temperature. It is very delicate, so we want to treat it in that way, and we want to make sure that we don't keep it out for too long. So a great thing to do is get your mixture ready. Everything is at the ready. Get nice and organised so that you can have the phyllo out of the fridge for the little amount of time. Now, if you are struggling with things, what you can do is I've got a wet tea towel there. Just want you to put that over the top there. So I have this gorgeous sheet of phyllo, and I'm just going to now spread the butter
like this.
equally all over. You can get a bigger brush if you are running out of time. I've got a brush over there if you want to give me a hand with this one.
You know what I do, Rosie? Sometimes I use a paintbrush if I'm using making a lot of this. I use a big wide paintbrush.
Oh, that's
and
great.
It does really
I
quickly.
imagine the walls in your house are butter colour anyway, aren't they?
Something like that.
Now, I have a lovely muffin tray here, just a dozen, and I've buttered around them as well because we really don't want to stick. And the phyllo is quite dry if the butter hasn't kissed it. You can use olive oil as well, but butter is better in this case, I think so.
No argument there.
Yeah, I knew you'd like to hear that. Now, I'm just going to cut it down the middle and then down the sides as well. So it's making 6. It doesn't matter if it's scruffy either. We're basically going to make a bit of a kind of scruffy star, little pocket for it to all go into.
I like that.
Just there. So if you get a tablespoon of mixture ready for me there, Richo.
I've got about a tablespoon here.
Bring
That's
this
sort of like a heaped tablespoon.
up. That's it.
And put it
now
right into the middle.
directly in the middle there,
Gotcha.
please.
Gotcha. Push it down.
Yes, that's
There we
it.
go. You happy with that?
And we literally, it's called a scrunchie because we just scrunch it up, a bit like a money bag there. Now, we've got quite a few to do, so we better just carry on. We'll get them into the oven, 10 to 15 minutes, but I want you to just watch them. We're going to put a bit of butter extra just on the top, and it will start to go golden and crunchy. We just want to make sure that smoked cheese melts. Everything else is cooked already, so we better get cracking. looking and smelling good, hey?
They are.
That's it. So nothing fancy needed with these. You just have them as is. Great for standing up, mingling.
You know what, Rosie? Sometimes it's the less fancy stuff that is the best. You know, great flavour, and you put together beautifully. And put together, that's a mum's dish. It has to be good, doesn't it?
Mama dish.
Exactly.
100%. Well, look, I want you to grab one.
Let me grab that one there.
Tuck in.
There we go. Nice bit of butter on it, which is
in.
going to be nice and tasty. Look at that. Nice and cheesy. The pepper's in there, the pumpkin in there, and that cheese, smoked cheese to bind it all together.
I've done it. I have reenacted my mum's recipe. That's so lovely. There's smoked cheese in it. It's so simple, but oh, it's just lovely. Takes me back home.
And you know, to top it all off, it's the crunch of the phyllo pastry that brings it all together and the butter that makes it even tastier.
I must admit,
Go the butter.
exactly.